Lots of postgraduate work permit holders whose work permits are nearing expiry in early 2024 at the moment. A postgraduate work permit is issued for a maximum duration of up to 3 years, and that is the time most of the applicants have in order to pursue their PR pathway and obtain their permanent residence in Canada. However, with postgraduate work permits nearing expiry and no clear eligibility for a PR pathway, we're going to talk about what you can do to make sure you stay in the country on a legal status. You don't jeopardize your status in Canada while you await for express entry draws or becoming eligible for any PR pathway. So if your work permit is expiring soon, watch this video because here you will know how to maintain your status. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Dhruv. I am a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, and our firm Effizient Inc, we help all the prospective immigrants, international students, foreign workers in their immigration process in Canada. We talk about everything related to Canadian immigration, including the latest updates and latest trends. So if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you can be notified about any new video that we post. So for the folks out there whose postgraduate work permits are expiring until December 31st, 2023, they are covered by the 18-month extension policy. The government of Canada released a policy to extend the work permits by 18 months for the folks whose PGWPs are expiring by 31st December 2023. However, no such policy has been announced or is in sight at the moment for the folks whose work permits expire in early 2024. Now, at the moment, there is no clear sight. We really urge the government to consider, because these folks who have been working on a PGWP in the country, they are a great asset to the labor market. They have been filling all the labor shortages. They have been contributing to the Canadian economy. They have been paying taxes, and they would form perfect permanent residence. So we really urge the government to consider extending or giving the option to extend the postgraduate work permit just like they did for the folks in 2023, such that these people get another chance. They have some more time in order to achieve their permanent residence, as the permanent resident cutoff scores, especially in express entry, are really high and the draws have been irregular throughout the year at the moment. So we don't know if there is a policy that's going to come next year or not for postgraduate work permit extension, but what at the moment we can do is plan for the worst, that is, there is not going to be an extension policy, and make sure we know how to maintain our status in Canada. When your postgraduate work permit is expiring, at the expiry, it is not necessary for you to leave the country. You have the option of staying in Canada if you wish to. And to do that, you have to apply for an extension of your status. And the status is not going to be a worker status. In this case, you have to apply to extend your status as a visitor. What that means is, around the expiry of your work permit, your postgraduate work permit, you can apply to IRCC to extend your status as a visitor. That way you will obtain a visitor record, and if you apply before the expiry of your current work permit, you can stay legally in the country until a decision is made on that application. And when the visitor record is granted, then you can stay until the expiry of that document. This visitor record will allow you to legally stay in the country. Please be mindful, you cannot work while on a visitor record. However, you can continue to stay in Canada in case you're waiting for an express entry draw and you feel like you need a little more time in the country in order to obtain your PR pathway. Or maybe you already have a PR application under process, or maybe you have a PNP nomination under process, and there is no point, doesn't make sense for you to leave the country and come back, so you wish to stay in the country. In that case, this visitor record will be the best thing for you. Maintaining legal status and ensuring you have legal status in the country is your responsibility as an immigrant. We don't know yet if any policy is going to come. However, even if any policy is released, or even if you get invited for PR, if you have not had legal status in the country, that can impact eligibility for any future program, or it can affect any applications that you do in the future. In order to extend your status as a visitor, refer to this guide 5551. This guide has all the instructions that you need to follow in order to apply for a visitor record. The IMM form to apply for a visitor record is IMM 5708. Here you can see this on the screen. You need to fill this form and complete the application accordingly. So to summarize guys, at the moment there is no announcement for an extension policy for postgraduate work permit holders. We really urge IRCC and the government of Canada to consider extending work permits. The reason being, these workers, the PGWP holders who have already been working for 3 years, you don't want to lose them. They are filling very important critical labor shortages in the country, and they are the best positioned individuals in order to contribute to the Canadian economy and to be permanent residents of Canada. Knowing that we don't know if there's going to be an extension or not, it is your responsibility as a foreign worker, as an immigrant, to maintain legal status. It is very important, and when your PGWP is about to expire, you can continue to stay in the country provided you apply for an alternate status. An alternate status in this case can be a visitor record, so you can extend your stay in Canada as a visitor. IMM Guide 5551 is gonna give you all the information as to how you can apply to extend your stay as a visitor and get a visitor record. Again, make sure this is done in a timely manner before the expiry of your current work permit in order to avoid any issues in the future. That's it guys. Again, we urge the government to please launch a policy just like you did in 2023 for the folks whose work permits are expiring in 2024, to give them some additional breathing space, be it 12 months, 18 months. It's ideal for them to be able to achieve their further immigration targets. Thank you for watching guys. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so that you're notified about any new video that we upload. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.